Hello, everyone. Very good evening to all of you. Hope all of you are doing well. Can all of you hear my voice clearly? I hope you can.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. That's good. Thank you for confirming. So as guys might know, yesterday a lot of students got their invite offshore as well as onshore. Onshore was, I think, mainly limited to nursing. Offshore invites came at ridiculously low points for a lot of fields yesterday, starting as low as 65 and 70 points. So the point I'm trying to make is you never know, like things might improve very quickly as it was, in 2017, 18, where a lot of people were getting invites every month, 3,000, 2,000, etc. Number of people were getting invites back then, 4 years back. So you never know, things can improve very quickly. But the main thing is we at least need to have our scorecard ready. And I've also, seen so many times in my life in the last 8 years that people get the invitation, their scores have expired, and then something can be done, but sometimes nothing can be done, So it's better that you keep your scores ready in case if it's expiring or if it has already expired, make sure you are ready with your updated scorecard as well. Because if you don't have it when you need the most, it's a waste of all these years of hard work and effort which you're putting in. Okay. I'll just start now. We'll start with the reading mock test. We'll request everybody to keep their webcam on, please. Even those who are attending through a phone, kindly try to keep your webcam on throughout the session, please. We'll be doing a reading mock test. Most of the times we do real exam questions only. Before I start, even yesterday I made a shorts for YouTube, like an Instagram reel short video, but it was a very important video which I made. So that was about mainly all types of templates in PT, whether you use my template, whether you use any other institute's template, it's your wish, it's your choice. I can't force anybody. But the bottom line is, because so many times I've seen, people using some other templates and then they miss out in writing by 77, 78. Even yesterday, 3 students from a different institute in Sydney. It's one of the most popular institutes in Sydney. I will not name it. They are very good with their reading, speaking. Every time in writing, it was 76, 75, 77, etc., etc., something close by. The main mistake they were doing with the keywords was in the SST, summarized spoken text. So what they were doing is wherever they were fitting words in the template which was taught to them, they were putting multiple keywords with a comma. Now, please understand, every keyword should always be a noun. Okay. Noun means place, person, or thing. Second rule, if it's a noun and if it's a common noun, make sure it is plural. So even in the audio, if you're apple, if you want to write that in your template, it has to be pluralized, apples. And thirdly, if it's an uncountable noun, which means you cannot count it, and if it's a word you want to fit in, then keep it as it is. So if the word is uncountable, let's say a word like globalization, urbanization, nationalization, abstraction, such words, don't change them. Another very important thing, and a lot of people make mistakes in this, is many times in summarize spoken text, you might get an audio with the name of a person. If you are not sure about the spelling, then only 2 things can be done, right? Either you take a chance and try your luck, or you don't write that word. If you take a chance, 2 things can happen. Either it's the right spelling or the wrong spelling. Right spelling means you get good points in content. Wrong spelling means it's a penalty. Even if it's a proper noun, unfortunately, still it's considered as a spelling mistake. That is the flaw with the PTE software. So if you're not sure with the spelling, don't write the name. And let's say there are 2 names, like Isaac Newton. You don't know, you're not sure of the spelling Isaac, but you're sure of the spelling Newton, just write Newton. Simple. Okay. But don't take a chance if you're not sure with the spelling. And thirdly, many times I've seen in templates, people use adjectives, So for example, an adjective is a word which describes a noun. For example, the word economical. For example, I have an economical bike or a car. So I cannot write just economical in my template as a keyword. It makes no sense. For example, the speaker was talking about economical, but what is economical? Nothing. So it makes 0 sense. So there's a penalty. So please don't use only adjectives in the template. It could be an adjective plus noun combination or plural nouns. Is it clear, everyone? I hope it's clear. And again, I'm saying one last reminder, if it's a singular noun, for example, let's say you hear the word beautiful story in the audio. You want to write it. Don't write beautiful story. Write beautiful stories, IES. Make it plural. Always remember that. You will be safe with any template which you use. Okay. All right. Now I'll share my screen and we'll start with today's reading mock test. All of you, please keep a paper and pen with you so that you can keep on counting your scores with every answer when we discuss it.
Hey, Malcolm, I just got a quick question before you start. How long is a PTE test valid for? How many years?
3 years.
Okay, cool.
And
Thank
NATI is valid for 5 years.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. And for those of you who are taking PT for the first time, there is only one PT exam, which is PT Academic. There is a test PT General, but it's not valid for Australia. So please book PT Academic when you book it. Okay. All right. Just a second. I'm trying to locate my sheet for today. Okay, I got it. All right. So this is the first question. It has got 4 blanks. 4 blanks means 1 minute, 20 seconds. Your time starts now. All right, guys, time up. Let's please check the answers. Maybe I'll give 10 seconds more, okay? 10 seconds more. Okay, time up. Okay, all of you can now unmute and participate if you wish to. So it says that cultural nationalists endorse the belief, means support the belief that states are politically dash entities with clearly defined borders.
Impartial.
Impartial.
Okay. Okay. So maybe you guys might have selected impartial because of the word, clearly defined boundaries. So that maybe points to the word impartial. But because, the next sentence says like a unified, blah, 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 whatever. I think the second answer will be, because it's means one, means singular. So it should be system. So the second blank is definitely the word system. I think a better answer than impartial is the word sovereign. Sovereign means like a republic country, like India. It has rules, it has democratic rule of law. So that's what the word sovereign means. So the better word is sovereign. And please remember the spelling of the word sovereign. It's a bit tricky. Why I'm saying is because you get this word in right from dictation. There is a sentence, I've forgotten it right now, but it's there in our prediction file and also on the portal. And the word which actually comes is sovereignty. So is this followed by ty, sovereignty. Okay. Also, for those of you who have not had a proper look at our portal, on the dashboard, there's a tab called vocabulary. If you click on that, you will see two things. One is listening vocabulary, which is a listing list of the repetitive words which can come in listening, fill in the blanks. Second is reading vocabulary, which is a list of collocation. Those of you who think you're weak at reading blanks, every night before you sleep, read 50 sets of collocations. It will not take more than 6 minutes or 7 minutes, I promise you. Generally, when you read such things at night, your brain absorbs those words and you can actually improve your English as well. So please have a look at there as well. Okay, let's continue. So basically, the system that affects all similarly and a set of legal and cultural practices shared by its dash.
Citizens.
Agreed. Management. Oh no, it's about a state, like a country, So it's not management. It's about its citizens, the people. Yeah, not states. I'm sorry, not management, please. Nation states, it's very clearly written. Nation states are citizens. In such a view are imagined as more or less homogeneous. Homogeneous means sharing the same or similar traits or qualities. Culturally and ethnically, culture is produced internally within a country's borders with little outside dash.
Influence.
Correct. With little outside influence or pressure. So the last best answer is influence. So first answer is sovereign, second is system, third is citizens, fourth is influence. If you have a paper and a pen, just write number 1 and your score 3/4, 2/4. So at the end, you can do a total. Okay. Question number 2 is on your screen. It's about transnationality and globalization. So think in the bigger picture. Always understand the context of the passage. That is the main thing. You have 1 minute, 30 seconds. Your time starts now. Okay, guys, time up. Let's check the answers, please. All of you can unmute now and participate. Transnationality and globalization and post-coloniality are interconnected dash and processes. What is the
States.
first answer?
States
Phenomena.
and processes, maybe. Phenomena.
Yeah.
Phenomena of states. it is.
Phenomena.
Yeah, definitely it's a plural word, right? Because processes is plural, so it has to be before and the same form of the noun will follow. But the best answer is phenomena. So something which occurs, either scientific or something which is even random by occurrence, but which occurs on a very large scale, it's called a phenomenon, singular, and plural is phenomena. Even this word comes many times in listening, fill in the blanks. Phenomenon, MENON is singular and MENA is plural. Okay, second, in popular dash.
Discourse.
Psychology. Psychology.
Psychology is not the best fit over there. With the word
Discourse.
popular, generally only two words fit, always remember. One is in popular culture. That is how it's used, which means popularly. And the second is in popular discourse. This word, discourse. Discourse means in talks, how people talk about things. That's a discourse. So either it's popular culture, like contemporary culture, or popular discourse. Economic, technological, or military globalization are often presented as the very condition of progress, a one-way process of democratization and modernization of non-European and non-North American dash and peoples.
States and
States.
Correct. States and peoples. So generally we say people, but sometimes in Old English, you can also say peoples, like Australians, like Aboriginal peoples of Australia. That's how they are called similarly, like the original peoples of Australia. Anyway, so the correct answer is states. At the center of Western capitalist democracies and travels dash.
worldwide.
Worldwide.
That was easy, I guess, worldwide, because it says reaching all countries. So it has to be worldwide. Even the word worldwide comes in right from dictation. Remember, there is no space. It is one word. Words like worldwide, timetable, undergraduate, postgraduate, all these words are a single word without any space. Please keep on counting your scores, okay? We'll move on to the next question. Okay, question number 3 is on the screen now. You have 4 blanks, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Your time starts now. Okay, guys, time up. Let's check the answers, please. It is true that dash in its many forms connects diverse cultures, economies, and peoples.
Globalization.
Globalization.
Agreed. Globalization makes the world smaller and closer, right? It connects. So the first word will be globalization. But the recent collapse of dash markets worldwide. Which markets?
Financial.
Financial.
Financial is the correct answer. Can we say fiscal? Can we say fiscal markets?
No.
No, it's gonna be fiscal year.
Yes,
Fiscal.
or it can be a fiscal policy. So it's related to finance, like monetary policy, fiscal policy. But yeah, with the word markets, you always say financial. That's correct. The deregulation of labor laws in countries as dash as the US, Mexico, and Indonesia.
Diverse.
Similar.
Now we have to think.
Substantiated.
Mexico, US, and Indonesia, are they similar or are they different types of countries? Obviously, they are different. The US is a developed country. Indonesia is a developing country. A lot of corruption, etc., etc., etc. A lot of good things as well, but they are very diverse countries. So the best answer is as diverse as, not similar, diverse. And the environmental degradation. Degradation means destruction, pollution, degradation, caused by the unchecked, exploitative policies of transnational companies all reveal means show, the inequality and dangers dash in such a global connectivity network.
Substantiated.
Inherent.
See, grammatically speaking, two words can fit. One is inherent in such a network, or substantiated means carried out, for example. That's what it means, similar to carried out in such a network. But the better answer as per the context is the word inherent.
Inherited.
Yeah, inherent means which are from within. So every country, every society has inherent problems, like internal problems. So that's dangers inherent.
But Malcolm, why would we say substantiated here? Because substantiated is basically nothing but corroborating or providing evidence in support of something, right?
I agree with you.
So when
But
I read that sentence, the word substantiated does not fit into it. I mean, the grammatically does not seem to be in its right place.
substantiated means also carried out, sort of. So maybe in that sense, it could fit. Like inequality, which we can see in these countries. So generally substantiated is by or with. I do agree with you. You don't, I am getting your point, what you're saying, but it's not 100% incorrect. That's what I'm trying to say. I think
Okay.
it can fit grammatically, but contextually, inherent is the better answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So this is the next question on the screen. I'll just zoom it a bit for all of you. This is better. So, okay, you have 4 blanks. Your time starts now. All right, guys, time up. Let's please check the answers now. It is possible that dash life had already gained a toehold on Earth.
Primitive.
Primitive.
The only word which makes sense is the word primitive, like very old, primitive. To gain a toehold means to get some form of control. Before the cataclysmic collision. What is the meaning of the word cataclysm? What does it mean, this word?
Catastrophic.
And
Or
what does the word catastrophe mean?
Something which destroys completely.
Correct. Total and ultimate destruction, end of everything, like an apocalypse. Catastrophe, yeah. If so, it was completely dash.
Annihilated.
Inherited.
What is it referring to over here?
And lucky.
Primitive life.
The primitive life forms.
Maybe the primitive life, yeah, on Earth. So it was completely revamped or annihilated?
Annihilated.
Yeah, the best answer is annihilated, means completely finished, destroyed, zero survivors. Like the dinosaurs were annihilated from the face of Earth. And there must have been quite a wait before volcanic dash.
Eruptions.
With the word volcanic, do we say explosions or eruptions?
Eruptions.
A volcano always erupts, like it spews out lava, fire. So eruptions. But it was worth the birth pains and the delay. Without the moon, not only would we dash the tides, but also the Earth's rotation axis would be unstable.
Lack.
Now,
Control.
Control.
the main verb over here is would. So words like would, could, should, will, must, might, these are called modals, modal verbs, M-O-D-A-L. After a modal, if you have a blank, 100% is going to be a verb in the first form. Means it will not end with es, it will not end with ed, it will not end with ing. There are two options. One is the word control. Second is the word lack.
Lack. Yeah.
Now, tide and ebb. These are two parts. The sea level rises and falls. Like when the wave comes near you at a higher level, it's a tide. And when it recedes or goes away, it's an ebb. And generally it's thought, it's a theory that the moon's gravitational pull does this effect. Now, the word over here is without the moon means the moon is controlling it. Not only would we means humans. Now, we human beings, we cannot control nature. Even if we try, we cannot. So control doesn't make sense in this blank. So the best answer is lack.
Okay.
So without the moon, there would be no tides and ebbs. That's what it means. Okay, question number 6 is about earthquake. Okay, guys, let's check the answers now. It says that every day there are dozens of small earthquakes, and nowadays there are hundreds of sensitive seismographs. So a seismograph is a device which is used to measure the scale of an earthquake or vibe. Around the world, recording their dash.
Vibrations.
Obviously,
Vibrations.
vibrations. By mistake, I blurted out the answer as well. Yeah, vibrations. That's correct. The result is rather like a dash body scanner. Like a
Internal.
internal or hospital? What do you think?
Hospital.
They're talking about X-ray. They're talking about X-rays and everything. So I think a better answer should be hospital. It seems like that to me. Because it says, no, as it circles the body. Nowhere it's mentioned it's within the body. If it's within, then it will be internal. But here it's circling like a CT scan. So I think it's going to be hospital. Do you guys agree? Yeah? No?
Mm.
Neha is saying no.
Like
Okay.
with body, it's like the internal part, not with the hospital body.
No. The hospital body scanner means the scanner which scans the body is a property of the hospital. You find it in hospitals. Body is our own, but the scanner is in the hospital, no? Like that.
And I guess second thing is that it would be internal, so it should be like rather like an internal body scanner.
It should be an also, no? That is also correct. It has to be an. That is correct. Agreed. So I think it will be hospital. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Thanks, Kinza. Okay, let's continue with some complex dash and clever computing.
Mathematics.
Mathematics.
Agreed. Mathematics. Agreed. Because calculations, computing, mathematics, and complex. The result is a 3D image of the internal organs, or in this case, the dash of the earth.
Interior.
Interior.
Yes, interior of the earth. So there's a comparison, internal organs and the earth's interior. All right. Yeah, we are on the next question. 4 blanks again, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Your time starts now. Okay, let's check the answers, please. Even when medical conditions are heavily influenced by inheritance, it can still be infuriatingly difficult, means very difficult, to dash the genes that are responsible.
Yes.
Yes, to trace
Yes.
the genes which are responsible for the issue. Autism, for example, is known from twin and family studies to be highly dash.
Heritable.
Heritable.
Yeah, what is the passage about? Inheritance.
Inheritance.
So it will be heritable. Indicating that genes are strongly dash. Managed or involved?
Involved.
Involved.
Genes are strongly involved in the process. Involved. Despite years of research, however, no genes that definitively predisposed to this developmental dash have yet been found.
Disorder.
Yes, what is autism? It is a disorder
Disorder.
of the mind. Yeah, disorder. Correct.
Excuse me, could you repeat the answers again, please?
Sure. First is trace. Second is involved. Sorry. Second is heritable. Third is involved. And the last is disorder. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, question number 9 is a lengthy passage. So 2 minutes. Your time starts now. All right, guys, let's check the answers, please. Sorry to keep you all waiting. So what is PT? Okay, by the way, if this comes in the exam, even if you know the short form, you have to say the full word, okay? And if something like this is in brackets, then you also have to say like post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD is a, so don't skip anything, don't say brackets. Okay, what is the first answer? Is a dash set of reactions.
Particular.
Particular.
It will be particular, right? It's a particular set of reactions that can develop in people who have been through a traumatic event which threaten their life or safety or that of others around them. This could be a car or other serious dash. Serious what?
Accident.
Accident.
Accident. That's right. Physical or sexual assault, war or torture, or disasters such as bushfires or floods. As a result, the person experiences feelings of dash fear.
Intense.
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 Intense fear, helplessness, or horror. Anyone can develop PTSD following a traumatic event, but people are at greater risk if the event involved dash harm.
Deliberate.
Deliberate.
Yes, deliberate harm. Deliberate means done on purpose. And the last one should be such as childhood sexual dash or living in a war zone.
Abuse.
Yeah, sexual abuse, that is correct. And the last one, PTSD includes a past history of trauma or previous mental health problems, as well as ongoing stressful life events after the trauma and dash of
Absence.
Absence.
yes, and an absence of social support. So an absence, correct.
Hi, what was the third blank?
Third is intense. Intense fear. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, the next question is on the screen, guys. You have 4 blanks. Your time starts now. Okay, let's check the answers. So this is about the Big Ben. It's a clock. The clock has become a dash of the United Kingdom.
Symbol.
Symbol.
Yes, it's a symbol. It's a symbol. That's right. It's a symbol. Particularly in the visual media, when a television or filmmaker wishes to dash a generic location in the country.
Indicate.
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 Yes, indicate. They often show a red double dash bus.
Signal.
Signal.
Double decker bus.
Decker.
Right? Like 2-story, double decker.
Mm.
And Big Ben is a focus of New Year dash in the United Kingdom.
Celebrations.
Yes, celebrations. That's right. Let's move on to the next question. Okay. The next question is on the screen. It's about a type of an apple. Crips Pink is the name of the brand or whatever it is. All good, guys. Let's check the answers. So it says that Crips Pink is a cultivar of apple. It is one of the several cultivars from which apples that meet quality standards can be sold under the trademark name Pink Lady. Criteria for the dash include all these things.
Certification.
Specifications.
Yes, specifications. Correct. Inspections are regularly performed to dash both the quality and traceability of the apple.
Ensure.
Ensure.
Yes, to ensure means to make sure. Crips Pink apples are the earliest to dash,
Blossom.
to blossom, and some of the last to be harvested. It is a significant change in dash between day and night.
Temperature.
Yes, temperature between day and night. However, they must also be well exposed. Dash, the trees must be carefully pruned and their fruit production well managed.
Therefore.
Yes. It's a continuation, so it will be therefore. Okay, we are on the next question now. So this one is about debating. Okay, let's check the answers. Debate is a method of formally presenting an argument in a structured dash.
Manner.
Manner.
In a structured manner. Through logical consistency, factual dash, and some degree of emotional appeal.
Accuracy.
Factual accuracy, not speech. Factual accuracy. Because the word speech will not make sense with what factual. Factual speech doesn't make sense, right? But factual accuracy makes sense. So these elements are important elements in debating. The outcome of a debate may depend upon consensus or some formal way of reaching a dash.
Resolution.
Reaching a resolution, sort of a compromise or a conclusion, resolution, rather than the objective facts. In a formal debating contest, there are rules for dash to discuss and diced on differences.
Participants.
Rules for participants to follow. Correct. Participants. All right, the next question will be the last question for the mock test today. So this is about the World Health Organization and on hygiene. All right, guys, time up. So let's check the answers now. Hygiene is a set of practices performed for the dash of health.
Preservation.
Dash of preservation of. Agreed. Hygiene refers to conditions and practices that help to dash health.
Maintain.
Yes. So before and after and always the same form. So prevent is in the first form without ed or ing. So this word also will be without. So maintain. Hygiene in home and everyday life settings plays an important part in preventing spread of dash diseases. Which diseases?
Infectious.
Definitely infectious. This means washing your hands, especially, but also your body. It means being dash, not to cough or sneeze on others.
Careful.
Careful. Careful is the right answer. And the last one, when you might be at risk of dash an infection.
Contamination.
Catching.
Yeah, you are at risk. So you are at risk of catching an infection, not contaminating. You're at risk of contaminating others, but catching an infection yourself. So the correct answer is catching.
Sorry, the first one was preservation.
The first one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry, I missed.
Yeah, that's all right. So guys, that was the last question for today's test. Now all of you can quickly do a tally of your total score and you can share it with me in the chat. Just click on my name and you can share it. Okay, Vijay, that's very good. That's 9. Hardik, 7.5. Yasmin, 8. Regin, very close to 8. Aman, 7.5. Ragini, 7. Neha, 7.5. Very close to 8. Rohit, 8. Jaswinder, 7.5. Maulik, between 6.5 and 7. Kinza, very close to 8. Nicola, 7. Darshan, close to 7. Rajkiran, 8. Ashwin, 8.5. Rohan, between 6.5 and 7. Sabina, between 7 and 7.5. Harsh, 35 out of 40, that's 8. Komaldeep, 7.5. Edwin, between 6.5 and 7. Sai Kumar, between 6.5 and 7. Anyone else? Would anyone else like to share?
I shared mine. I'm Shanika. I got 37.
Okay, that will be 7.5, Shanika.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks. Shirisha, pretty close to 8. Rajat, but what is the score, Rajat? 23. Okay, so that is between 6 and 6.5, Rajat. Need to improve a bit more. Anyone else? All right, so next Friday I'll try to cover some grammar rules in the class itself, so that will also be helpful. And in the meanwhile, if you practice something and want feedback, you can just share it with me or Abhishek directly through WhatsApp as well, and we'll help you out. All right. All right, guys. So I think that's all for tonight. And tomorrow's class will start at 10:30 Melbourne time. It will be for 3 hours, speaking and writing tomorrow. And Sunday will be reading and listening. And our app, it's called Apply Card. That's an app for hiring and recruitment. So if you or any of your friends are looking for any type of jobs, or if you know any business owners who are looking for staff, you can just let them know. It's spelled as APPLYKART. The website is applycard.co, and the app is available on both Android and iOS. So you can have a look, or you can just share it with somebody who needs a job. All right. So thank you very much, guys. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye.